Okay, I have another speaker for you. Since you enjoyed that one so much, I'm sure you're going to enjoy this next one. Her name is Tanya Travis. She's an artist, for one thing, a damn fine one at that, and she's a regular writer for the Daily Sentinel. And she has something good to say to us. Tanya.
Thanks, Marta. Thanks, Adina. It's so good to hear from these young women because they are our future. And thank you for taking the precautions you need to do for today to stay safe as we celebrate the feminine and raise our voices once again for women's rights that are always intertwined with human rights. Did you feel a little bit of hesitation coming today? I know I did. There's always been opposition to equality, and women's rights is no different. And that opposition, to me, appears to be getting more desperate. So I applaud your willingness to be here today because I'm a bit of a recluse, I think. But I'm remembering today those that came before us and the risks that they endured. And my intention for being here today is to perform an act that will make me a good ancestor. Time as we perceive it is sequential. It's kind of one epic following another. But in the book, All We Can Save, Sherry Mitchell from the Penobscot Nation describes another version of time, that time is unfolding in all directions. We cannot separate ourselves from the time that came before us. The harm that was created is embedded in our bodies, and the harm that we create is carried forward. The acts of countless men and women of the past made advances in human rights and women's rights. Today we remember, celebrate, and we understand our responsibility to stay vigilant in that effort. And this makes our human existence better for all people in all directions of time. The feminine understands our life's happiness is in connection to one another in this very short slice of time. The deep, abiding satisfaction in giving and sharing is wonderful, and we're pretty good at potluck. But I think we can do better than that. What if the uber wealthy suddenly decided to build our infrastructure for renewable energy, create our electric transport, and fund carbon sequestration projects instead of going to Mars? What if the money that it takes to campaign went directly into the nonprofits who are already involved in land stewardship or healthcare or education? This is the way of the feminine, present in both men and women, to understand and nourish our connection and collaborate with each other. We honor the gifts of our planet instead of exploiting them. Yes, we are rocking wildly out of balance today with all the information, fear, guns, demagogues. But we know, I think the reason we're here, we know something is emerging, and every act of the feminine counts. For me, personally, this means asking more questions before I judge, watching the words that come out of my mouth, and I strive to be a more careful observer of my thoughts and actions, because what we do individually matters. But you know what? What we're doing collectively here to do today is powerful. So remember, we breathe the same air that both Albert Einstein and Adolf Hitler shared. It is symbolic to me that we have to wear masks because we have some problems with our connection to each other and with the natural world. But we have no choice except to continue to breathe the air that we have. And so may today bring forth the feminine in all the world, in all the directions of time. Thanks.
Thank you, Tanya, for your